Hello, Craig Larson here with Larson Financial Advisors for the Market Minute, January 7th, 2014. Happy New Year and thanks for tuning in. We'll do a quick recap on 2013 here. The year ended, as far as rankings, pretty much the way it began, with U.S. stocks exhibiting the best trend, international stocks second, then bonds, currencies, cash, and commodities way at the bottom. As far as performance within those categories, pretty much most categories of U.S. stocks were up significantly. Biotech was about the best category at plus 80%. Mining stocks were the worst at minus 50. On the international arena, emerging markets funds were generally down. Developed markets funds generally up pretty decently. In bonds were just generally down because of the rising interest rate environment, unless you were hedged or in some rising rate categories. In the currency world, the euro was up a bit, surprisingly. The dollar down a little, the yen way down. And finally, with commodities, being a last place category is tough. There wasn't really anything that worked, and gold itself, which was the most watched commodity, was down 28%. First negative year in 13 years. So moving forward to 2014, I just see some really interesting things potentially setting up here, maybe some big trend shifts. One of the things we're watching is some of the charts on the euro, dollar, and gold, all at either support levels on their charts or resistance levels. And do they kind of hold and meander around, or do they give us a big breakout one way or the other? That'll be interesting to watch. China is another interesting situation. China stock market has lagged the U.S. significantly for about 3.5 years, and it's forming a giant triangle on its chart. So as that chart pattern gets to the point, it's going to break out either up or down, and after long triangles, that breakout can be explosive. So is it up for China or down for China? I don't know. Statistically speaking, since the chart pattern has been kind of moving down with China, we're a little bit more likely to see a breakout to the downside. But since this is one of the world's biggest economies now, you got to watch China, and that may give us some clarity on what else is happening in the world. With U.S. stocks, boy, all is well right now as far as the trend. The trend is super strong. The scores for mutual funds and ETFs are very robust on our ranking system, and when it gets that strong, more than likely it's going to continue for a while. However, we have some data points that we've talked about on previous videos, and the cluster of these data points typically in the past has happened before some really major market peaks and before some major drops in stocks, namely record high profit margins, record high margin debt on the exchange, extremely high sentiment and valuations. It doesn't bode well. So these two are going to do battle, and the trend is going to win or the data points are going to win. But either way, expect some volatility as this stuff kind of shakes out. By the way, volatility, again, at near all-time record lows. That's a very mean reverting measurement on markets, meaning after it's been very calm for a while, tends to be a shakeup with higher volatility. So very important as an investor to watch this stuff and have a game plan. Finally, chart of the week goes to housing. And generally in housing, the housing starts and mortgage applications trend very closely together. And for the last few years, they've been trending very closely together, and now there's a giant split. And if I show you this chart here, you can see that things have generally been correlating very tightly, and then recently, boom, housing starts have gone way up, and mortgage applications plummeting. Boy, that really makes you just go, how is that going to resolve? That kind of divergence can precede a big shift in things. So we'll watch it closely. When shifts come, you're going to want to take action. Let us know how we can help. Feel free to always call or email me with any questions here at the office. Our information is right below the video. And thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.